Hi Cedar Creek families, welcome to the iStation Parent Portal training. iStation is a computer adaptive reading program that is specialized for your students' instruction. I am going to show you how to navigate the Parent Portal that allows you access to reports of your students' progress along with usage minutes and instructional tools such as additional books, vocabulary practice, and a plethora of other things. So you will go to iStation.com to access the Parent Portal. Once you're here, you're going to click the Customer Login. It will actually prompt you to find your campus the first time you're in here. You're going to type in Cedar Creek. Do make sure that you're typing in the LSR school. Otherwise, it's not going to recognize your login. The username and password is the same username and password that students are using at school. It was also sent home. Okay. This is the home screen for the Parent Portal. There are tabs at the top, but we're going to go over this very first page. At the top of the first page is a Download iStation option. The only reason as a parent that you might utilize this is if you are having your student complete iStation minutes on a different computer other than their Chromebook. Their Chromebook has iStation already downloaded for them, so there is no need to download the program. Off to the left-hand side of your home page are the weekly usage minutes. It will indicate the day the student was on and the number of minutes the student has completed. This is nice, especially when we're keeping track of usage minutes by tier level, so the amount of minutes that students need to be on according to their level. Off to the right-hand side is another graph that just goes over usage minutes by month. If you hover over the data points, it will tell you the amount of minutes by month. So in the month of October, the student completed 288 minutes. Down below will tell you the student's current reading program cycle. In iStation, there are 14 learning cycles, and then above that is Timeless Tales. So depending on their current program cycle, you as a parent will be provided resources that can be completed at home. The great thing about iStation is that it's awfully redundant. So I can click the resources from here, and I can also find resources down here in this purple box. Both of them will get to the specialized resources for your students. So if I were to click on the Go To Resources, it's going to bring me directly to activities that I can complete with my child at home. For example, for this student, there are books and passages that can be printed to practice. There are also lessons and games that can be completed at home. The games seem to be vocabulary, word families, things of that nature. Let's click on one of the lessons for parents. The great thing about iStation lessons for parents is that they've actually scripted the lessons for you. So the things that you find in bold are the things that parents are saying as they are completing this lesson with their child. If you scroll down, it'll also give you the resources that go along with the lesson. So for this one, it looks like you have lowercase cards of A and I that could be printed to practice. Okay. The games, we'll look at one of the games. Okay. Looks like more cards that can be printed to practice the words with your student. Just a lot of good resources that parents can access. And again, these are just more parent-guided lessons that you can complete at home. Okay, so there's the resources, and as mentioned, there are a couple of ways to access that. So this purple link below will get you to the exact same location. The great thing, like I said, is that iStation is redundant. The other one below the current reading cycle is the Lexile student measure. This is, the student will be given a Lexile score, so their reading level. With this is a tool that can find books at their reading level. Now, it's not going to give you the book through this program, but it will help you locate the book. So it will help you locate the book at a local library or wherever you see fit to grab the book. It is nice, especially whenever trying to find just right book for your students. Okay. And like I mentioned, because iStation is redundant, you'll also find it down here below the two boxes, the Find a Book for Lexile. Okay, reports. We're going to dive into reports. Reports can be accessed from this green box, and they can also be accessed from the tab at the top. We're going to go up to the top. There are a couple of reports that are nice to have as parents. The first one is the Student Summary Report. In this report, it's going to break down the student's reading ability by skill, the overall reading level, comprehension, and depending on, the age of your student, it could be fluency, vocabulary, and word analysis. For the younger students, it's going to break it down into things like comprehension, letter knowledge, vocabulary, and phonemic awareness. This is great because you can keep track of the student's progress month by month. So to make sure that they're making progress over their months. Okay. This report also will detail Lexiles. As mentioned, like I said, you're going to find your Lexile score here again. The program usage again is at the top of the report. And then, of course, the reading cycle again is given. So, as mentioned, that's another thing you can find on your homepage and also on the Student Summary Report. Back to the reports. The second report is the Skill Growth Report. This is going to detail, in just a different method, the student's progress. So it is a little bit more detailed than the overall Student Summary Report. If you scroll down below the graphs that were given in the Student Summary, this one will actually detail month-by-month score, whereas the other one did not give you the month-by-month score. It will also give you their tier level. Tier level is important because that's the amount of time that they need to be spending on the iStation program. Okay, and it will break it down by skill, just like the other one did, but this one again gives you a little bit more detail because it does break it down month by month for each and every one of those skill levels. Okay, so as mentioned, depending on the grade level of your student will also depend on how the report's broken down. For the older students above grade levels, first, second, third, they'll get more into the comprehension, the vocabulary, things of that nature. So it'll break it down by those skills in reading. Okay. The last one is just your resources tab, and this is the one that the homepage had taken you into. And again, by your student's cycle, so everything is at their level. All right. Thank you, Cedar Creek parents, for taking the time to view our iStation Parent Portal instructional video. I hope that I have answered some questions and maybe guided you into a new world of finding your students' reading progress. Thank you for your time.